guys and gals, Neri here from Drakewing Gaming, and 70 minutes for the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Chord Progressions. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alrighty. Chester, what voice was I doing for Chester? Okay. Well, aside from all that, it's best to stagger breaks anyways. Eddie will that's Chester, right? I think so. I'm getting people mixed up. Chester. I forget which one is Chester. Ah, yeah, there we go. Chester. Okay. Well, aside from all that, it's best to stagger breaks. Anyways, Eddie will take his first break, then you, Pat. And me? After Pat, so he can take over the front of house after he's done with lunch rush. Cool. April is leaning back in her chair at this point, balancing on its two hind legs. Fall. Okay, good. So breaks are taken care of. Pat jots down these notes on his paper. Chester turns and looks towards me. After the cafe closes up, it should be around 4:30. You can go home then if you'd like. Or if you want to earn some overtime on your first day, you can help me close up. He said the word O. He said the O word? Oh, hell yes. I'm definitely down for some overtime, sure. April's now staring daggers at me. What did I do? Oh, wait, yeah, blah. Sorry, y'all, I'm high right now. Oh, wait, April's my ride home. I got you covered, don't worry. Phew, okay, that predicament has been evaded. 100% going to need that OT cash. I can spare the time. Also, Chester takes the cake for the Best Boss Ever award today. I mean, it is a low bar, but he's offering OT and a ride home on the first day? That's really generous of you, thank you. It's no trouble at all. It's the least I can do for the extra help. Great! No, Pat, okay. Postman Pat, no, okay. Great, so Eddie will get some closing training today, too. Looks like a pretty well-rounded day. His grin is back. He's feeling quite proud of himself, it seems. He came up with the training regimen all by himself. Okay, now to the good stuff. I could see stars in his eyes. The show night lineup this Saturday. We have 3 acts lined up so far. Yep, first is Libra Zebra, then Sands of Saturn, and then it's time for Carcinogen. He belts out the last word. He raises up his left paw and makes the rock and roll devil horns gesture. Woohoo. She makes the same devil horn gesture with her paw as well, less enthusiastically. Come on, apes, you should be more pumped for our show. I would be if I wasn't pulling double duty. I'm drumming for Carcinogen and SOS. She buries her face in her arms with her head down on the table. Life of the drummer, eh? Everybody wants a piece of you. Second now, water time. He lets out a chuckle. We need to try and find more acts. I'll see if I can find anyone else to book. I have a couple ideas. Just don't book one of them quirky ukulele girls again. I learned my lesson last time. That's why I have new acts audition nowadays, or at least give me an audition video. Yeah, no more lame-ass ukuleles. Also, you guys aren't going to believe the song we're debuting, and Darrell and I have been working super hard on it. Carcinogen is going to melt faces this weekend. That's nice, son, but I definitely think Sands of Saturn is going to give you kids a run for your money. He giggles while nudging Chester. Chester seems unamused. You two better not start getting competitive again. Well, it's not much of a competition when your band doesn't bore people to tears. You kidding me? No one wants to hear y'all hooping and hollering up on that stage. Meanwhile, we deliver a class act. Cliff and I have been working on some great pieces that'll captivate the audience. Pat begins to melodramatically fake snore. Oh, what's that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of the audience snoring. You captivated them to sleep. Are things escalating? Boy, have you ever even looked at a sheet music in your life? It seems like they are. Dave. The wolf spoke in a soft but firm tone. Oh, please, we don't need sheet music if we're not making shit music. Who the hell are you calling? April swiftly raises her feet and slams on the table. Holy fucking shit! If you don't shut the fuck up right now and get back on track, I'm not drumming for either of you. She lowers her ear back down onto the seat. Silence. She certainly knows how to diffuse that kind of conflict. Pat clears his throat again and takes the stack of pages in his paws. Anywho, so we'll be closing up shop early on Friday so we can prepare for the front of house for show night. Newbie, you can work on Saturday if you want to help set up. Just like with the overtime question earlier, I see no reason to say no to extra hours. Sure, sign me up, I'd love to help. Dope! You and I are the only ones not performing, Eddie, so we'll be setting everything up and making sure it all runs smoothly. Then on Sunday, the store's closed. We just need some volunteers to put the shop back together to prep for Monday morning. You all can come in any time during the afternoon to help Dave and me. We'll take everything nice and slow. Pat jots down more notes. Now I'm left thinking, do I have any days off? I'd rather not chime in and ask. It seems like Chester needs the help, and I don't want to look like I'm not a team player on my first day. Plus, the more OT I can accrue, the better. Great! Show night is taken care of. Alright, let's wrap it up here. Anything else that's on the topics list can be put off until tomorrow. Good meeting, team. Aside from getting a little carried away, you did an excellent job leading, Pat. That signature proud Pat grin once again adorns his face. He really loves the praise. It's kind of cute, I guess. April stands up and gestures to me. Let's go prep front of house. I follow her out of the cafe. For the next 20 minutes, April gives me a crash course on the point of service software. Every item has a barcode, and each product shows up itemized on the screen. I can then complete the transaction with card or cash. Easy peasy, done this a billion times. It's 8:55, almost time to open up. The front door is still locked, though. Hey, can you show me where the keys are? Sure, they're under the register. The ones with the blue tape unlock the front door. She pulls out the hefty set of keys and isolates the one with blue tape. She briskly walks around the counter and towards the door. I follow suit. It's a little bit tricky, but you get used to it. You have to rotate counterclockwise twice, and then... Her sentence trails off. I'm left confused for a moment. I look up to see that on the other side of the windowed door there was already a customer waiting. Oh god, what the hell does he want? April's already brisk pace now hastens to a borderline power walk. She expertly performs the complicated unlocking sequence and opens the door within a second. Darrell, we're not even open yet. Why are you here? April is speaking to a lion on the side of the door. Oh wow, he's huge. He's a tad taller than me, sporting a ginger coat, darker than what you see from most lions. His most distinguishing feature has to be his enormous mane. I've seen some lions with large manes, but his is ridiculous. He's quite handsome, too. I take notice of his gorgeous rusty red eyes. It's here, right? Pat told me it's here. His expression was a mix of incredible excitement and intense anxiety. What are you talking about, weirdo? The new PLS, the S5 Partial Hollow Body series. Pat told me it has a satin finish and it's a lefty. You have to let me play it, April. His tone was starting to sound desperate. Yeah, it's here. Why are you so early, though? Don't you have work? She asked him with a slight accusatory tone in her voice. Yeah, but I'm on second shift today. I'm free until 2. Alright, it's on the stage. Use the Varsha lamp that's up there. Darrell utters a vocalization that I can only describe as a squee. I can see the stars in his eyes. Hell yes! Thank you, Apes. Thank you. Hold up. This is the third most expensive axe in the store, and I know for a fact you ain't buying it today. Be careful. Yes, ma'am. He's grinning ear to ear. April opens the door to invite Darrell inside. He's walking towards me. Hi there, And he walks right past me as if I'm not even there. He's making a brisk beeline for the stage. Did he just blow me off? Rude. Yeah, that's Darrell. Is he always so one-track-minded? Oh, yeah, it's bad. Don't be upset by it, though. I'm sure he'll chat your ear off later once he gets it out of his system. So you know. So, is this the same Darrell Pat mentioned earlier? Yep. Out of nowhere, an earth-trembling noise blasts through the store, a very high-pitched feedback-type sound that could shatter eardrums. What the hell is this? Ah! Darrell! April barked out at the lion. Sorry, the volume was left up high when I plugged it in. He shouts to us from across the showroom. That's why you check the volume before you plug in. She shouts back. Sorry. Holy fuck, what am I gonna do with him? At a much more reasonable volume, I can hear Darrell tuning the guitar and playing some warm-up chords. He then starts playing. It's an eclectic mess of what sounds like fragments of songs, solos, and what can only assume to be improv? I'm not rightly sure. I will say, though, he does sound pretty good up there. That guitar looks very natural in his paws, almost as if it were specifically tailored just for him. The whole time I see him up there, he's got a very goofy smile on his face. It's actually pretty cute. The guitar is beautiful as well. The body is a very deep black satin-like color. On the front of the body, it has what I guess is a notch cut out to make the instrument some kind of acoustic-electric hybrid. It also looks backwards, like it's a mirror image of a regular guitar. I guess that's what he meant by lefty. Also, he also appears to be holding it the opposite way most people would hold a guitar. For the next hour, as Darrell jammed away at his new obsession, April spent more time teaching me about the different instruments the store had to offer. We walked through the shop floor and she introduced me to each of them. I was learning a lot from her, among which she showed me there were several instruments that I had never ever seen or even heard of before. At one point, April face-pawed when I deadpan told her that I thought bassoons weren't real instruments. I've never seen one, I just only heard their name being spoken in movies and such. I thought they were made up. She explained the significance of the PLS guitar brand that Darrell was so excited for. Expertly crafted pieces of art made with unmatched precision and quality. Very expensive, too. The thing Darrell was holding in his paws was apparently worth over $5 grand. Not much else was happening in the music store during this time. It was 9 a.m. on a Monday, after all. Some folks were trickling into the cafe for their breakfast. I would take the occasional glance at the patrons. A wide range of folks were coming and going throughout the morning. I spotted punks and queer-presenting folks who looked like they frequent the space due to their musical proclivities. Others were business types, looking for an in-and-out quick meal as their day gets started. A few freelance workers dined in and spread out on a table with their laptops and tablets to get some work done. It's not looking busy, but things certainly look steady for the cafe. It's approaching 10 a.m. We haven't had any of the customers bow for the instruments or equipment yet. That's until a Ram fellow walks in. He's about my height and has an average build. Looks to be in his 40s. I dare say his build might be bit more muscular than average. His arms are looking pretty good in that polo shirt he's wearing, and I wonder how they feed... Oh. Eddie, come on. Don't be so thirsty. Focus! It's time to work, Eddie. No, not gawk at men. Work! Hello, sir. Welcome to Chronicles. My name is April. How can we help you? Whoa. That was a spot-on retail worker voice she just put on there. She even managed to sound peppy and cheerful. Total opposite of the way she treated Darrell. I never would have guessed she had it in her. Hi, I saw your shop online and thought I'd come in and browse for my gift for my son. His birthday's soon, and he's about to turn 14. I wanted to see... Apes! Darrell is shouting to us from across the room. April is completely ignoring Darrell's summon. What kind of guitar have you had available for beginners? He's really into rock music and wants to learn... Apes! He shouts a little louder. I'm sorry, sir. Excuse me for just one moment. April turns towards Darrell's direction. What? Her tone completely flipped. That customer service voice was nowhere to be heard. Can you come help me? Eddie, go help that needy baby. Are you sure? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to... Just go see what he wants. I need to help our customer here. She gestures towards the Ram. Without giving me a moment to respond, she turns back towards the customer and puts back on that customer service smile as if it never left her face. I'm so sorry about that, sir. I'd love to help you browse some of our beginner selections. As much as I want to be a part of this interaction for the learning experience, I guess I'll see what Darrell's problem is. I approached the lion, who's made himself comfortable on the stage. He found himself a nice stool to park his rear in and is sitting across from a very large amplifier, a guitar in paw. The lion notices me and gives me a greeting before I have the chance to say anything to him. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go kick back and enjoy my high. Anyway, love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!